Are you tired of living the same life, day after day, without seeing the changes you deeply desire? We've all experienced those moments when routine feels stagnant and the transformations we long for seem increasingly distant. But what if I told you that the key to a fast and meaningful transformation is within your reach, and all you have to do is take the first step? This video is the perfect mental reprogramming, a powerful tool to break through the barriers of what you know and create a new reality for your life. A reality where health, happiness, and prosperity are not just distant dreams, but part of your everyday experience. Imagine a future where every area of your life begins to align with everything you've always desired. All of this, effortlessly and without struggle, simply by allowing the power of your mind to work for you. Open your mind to these new possibilities and let this audio do the heavy lifting while you rest and recover in your sleep. Are you ready to leave your old life behind and start your transformation right now? Let's go. Power of mental reprogramming. The subconscious mind is an extremely powerful force that shapes and defines our reality, often without us even realizing it. It's constantly receiving stimuli from the environment and reacting automatically. These stimuli don't require conscious effort, yet they still mold our behaviors, decisions, and ultimately, our external reality. The secret lies in understanding that, by reprogramming the subconscious, we can change how we perceive the world and how the world responds to us. This transformation doesn't have to be long or painful. When you realize that true change begins internally, in the silence of your mind, effortless and unhurried, you unlock your full potential. The subconscious doesn't judge or question. It simply accepts repeated input, absorbs it, and reflects it in your reality. It's like a mirror that reflects everything you hold within, everything you think and believe to be true. One of the most powerful ways to reprogram the mind is by listening to audios and messages while sleeping. During sleep, the mind enters a highly receptive state where messages are absorbed without the interference of the conscious mind. By listening to positive affirmations not just while awake, but also during rest, you create an internal environment where the subconscious adopts new ideas as truth. Imagine the impact of internalizing powerful affirmations about health, prosperity, and self-love, effortlessly and continuously, even in your sleep. That means transformation is happening even when you're resting. And that's where the magic truly begins. By creating this new mental reality, you open the door to real, concrete change in key areas of your life, like health, happiness, and prosperity. It may seem simple, but the transformation is deep and authentic. Once your mind begins to accept new beliefs and patterns, your actions and decisions align with those truths. And that's what makes true change possible. The key, however, is consistency. When you allow your mind to operate on autopilot with positive messaging, you start seeing your external world shift effortlessly through a domino effect that builds the reality you've been dreaming of. Law of attraction. The law of attraction is truly fascinating because it teaches a simple but profound truth. Whatever we consistently think and believe with conviction tends to manifest in our lives. It's not magic, it's vibrational alignment. When we hold positive thoughts and believe in possibilities, we attract experiences that match that mindset. This isn't just a philosophical idea, it's rooted in how the human mind works. As we've seen, the mind responds to what we believe to be true. So, if you believe you're surrounded by abundance and prosperity, you begin to create a reality where these qualities become accessible and natural. The audio shared by Dennis is a practical example of how affirmations can align your mind with the reality you want to attract. Repeating affirmations regularly starts to rewire how you perceive the world, unlocking the flow of abundance and prosperity. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you begin to see what's already available, what's within reach. This shift in focus, though subtle, is powerful. It redirects your energy toward opportunities rather than limitations. The secret here is to keep your mind tuned into the positive. Although daily challenges often push us toward negativity, the key is to realign with what's good, what's hopeful, and what resonates with your highest thoughts. When you tell yourself, "I am worthy of prosperity and happiness," you begin creating a vibration that attracts those qualities. It doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but instead, developing a mindset that sees opportunity in every challenge and believes that better is always ahead. Prosperity affirmations. Prosperity affirmations are one of the most powerful tools to transform your financial reality. When you repeatedly say, "Money flows easily into my life," you're not merely trying to convince yourself of something that hasn't happened yet. What you're really doing is creating an abundant mindset that overrides the old mindset of scarcity. This is fundamental because many of us were conditioned to believe that money is limited or that it only comes through hard, painful work. That belief alone creates a barrier that blocks abundance. But once you change your perspective, you begin to notice opportunities where you once saw obstacles. Imagine starting your day with a simple statement like, "I am a money magnet." That's not just a hopeful phrase or a request to the universe. It's a mental command that puts your brain into a state of financial openness. It's not about waiting for something external to happen. It's about shifting your perception so that you begin to act and think like someone who expects prosperity. Wealth isn't just numbers in a bank account. It can come in the form of growth opportunities, valuable partnerships, innovative ideas, or even a whole new way of viewing money itself. And the real secret is repetition. By consistently affirming that money is a constant and easy presence in your life, you start to rewire your mental circuitry. Slowly, your steps toward abundance will be supported by a more open and confident mindset, which naturally attracts even more financial opportunities. When you cultivate an abundant mindset, money starts to flow into your life in ways you never imagined possible. Health transformation. Health is, without a doubt, one of the most precious and valuable aspects of our lives. It's not merely the absence of illness, but a state of physical, mental, and emotional balance that allows us to live with energy and well-being. The mind-body connection has been increasingly recognized as essential to achieving true wellness. Health affirmations like, "My body is healthy and strong," are more than just words. They're invitations for your body to respond positively, promoting vitality and harmony. What many don't realize is that the brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. So when you visualize health, strength, and vitality, you're actually activating your body's natural healing and regeneration processes, giving it the mental instructions to strengthen and restore itself. Healing, therefore, begins in the mind. When you visualize your cells regenerating, your immune system becoming stronger, and your body becoming healthier each day, you're sending powerful signals to your subconscious. The brain begins to believe these signals, and in response, the body starts to operate in alignment with them. Just imagine how your body would respond if you told yourself daily, with conviction, that you are healthy, strong, and full of vitality. Over time, this cycle of positive thoughts and affirmations creates feedback. A strong mind creates a healthy body, and a healthy body reinforces a stronger mind. This transformation isn't magical, it's scientific. The power of the mind is real, and it begins to show physically when it is aligned with the intention to heal. Beyond simply stating health-related phrases, the true power lies in visualizing and feeling yourself as healthy. When you practice visualization, seeing your cells healing and your immune system growing stronger, you're internalizing a new health reality. This isn't a trick. It's a mental process that activates the healing energy already within you. The magic begins when you fully believe in the power of your mind and train it to visualize and manifest health, allowing your body and mind to work together to achieve complete well-being. The importance of self-love. Self-love is the solid foundation upon which every other transformation in life is built. Without it, it becomes difficult to cultivate true prosperity, health, or happiness, because self-love is the root from which all real change grows. When Dennis says, "I love myself completely," he's not offering a generic motivational quote. He's pointing to a fundamental principle for reshaping your reality. Loving yourself goes far beyond fleeting feelings of self-esteem. It creates a powerful energy that attracts the best life has to offer. This inner sense of value is the key that unlocks the door to new experiences. Confidence and self-respect shape your decisions and actions, empowering you to build the life you truly deserve. Self-love is not selfish, as some might think. It's a healthy recognition that you are worthy of the best life has to offer. When you believe you deserve the best, you begin to act accordingly. By affirming, "I love myself," regularly, your brain begins to adjust your perception of self-worth. This changes how you see yourself and ultimately how others treat you. Self-love is a direct reflection of the law of attraction. What you think and feel about yourself is what you attract into your life. And when you nurture that inner love, you start to notice more growth and personal evolution opportunities unfolding, creating a cycle of positivity and prosperity. Moreover, self-love shows in your ability to accept your flaws and work on them constructively. It's not about being perfect. It's about being at peace with who you are, recognizing your unique value, and honoring your own path. When you put yourself first in a healthy way, you're not being selfish. You're creating the emotional space needed to live with greater balance and abundance. This kind of love is actually the first step toward manifesting happiness, health, and prosperity in every area of life. From there, it becomes easier to make decisions that nurture your well-being because you finally understand. Wanting the best for yourself isn't luxury, it's necessity. Continuous personal development. Personal development is not something you do once and then you're done. Quite the opposite. It's a continuous and dynamic process that requires dedication, effort, and above all, daily practice. Listening to positive affirmation audios regularly, as Dennis suggests, is one of the most effective ways to ensure your subconscious is constantly being nourished with thoughts and beliefs that promote your growth. You can do it while sleeping or during daily activities, creating an environment conducive to deep, lasting change. You don't need to spend hours consciously focused. Just allowing your mind to be reprogrammed while you rest or go about your day can have a profound impact. It's like nurturing a plant. The more consistently you water it, the more it flourishes. The real secret of continuous development lies in building daily habits that reinforce your goals and desires. Listening to positive messages every day puts your mind in alignment with your intentions, allowing them to unfold more naturally. This practice not only accelerates mental transformation, but also keeps your mind open and alert to the opportunities that present themselves. Over time, the mental reprogramming process becomes more efficient and automatic. It's like training a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And as you continually reinforce new beliefs, you build a mindset of confidence, growth, and success. However, it's important to remember that personal growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong journey that requires consistency and focus on progress. That doesn't mean you won't make mistakes, but each mistake becomes a stepping stone because you're constantly exposing yourself to new ideas and beliefs that challenge outdated patterns. When you make daily reprogramming a habit, you begin to create a success-driven mindset that reflects in every area of your life. Focus on healthy relationships. Relationships are a direct reflection of our inner state. When we are at peace with ourselves and practice genuine self-love, we naturally attract people who reflect that harmony and balance. Affirmations like, "My relationships are healthy and balanced," aren't just empty words. They help shape a mindset of harmony, allowing your interactions with others to become more fluid, respectful, and positive. True transformation in relationships begins when you shift the way you see yourself and how you engage with the world around you. Once you start seeing yourself as someone worthy of love and respect, the quality of your relationships begins to reflect that inner value. For relationships to thrive, we must first achieve internal balance. When we're connected to our true essence and our deepest values, we begin to attract people who are aligned with our energy. This doesn't mean every relationship will be perfect, but it does mean that your interactions will tend to be more respectful and harmonious because you're projecting that same energy into the world. Mutual trust and respect are essential foundations for any healthy relationship. By affirming that your relationships are balanced, you begin building the mental framework necessary to create meaningful, nurturing connections more effortlessly. Healthy relationships not only promote emotional peace, but they also become fuel for your personal growth. When you surround yourself with people who share your values and respect your journey, this positive energy spreads into other areas of your life, creating a cycle of growth and well-being. Improving your relationships also strengthens your emotional health, your prosperity, and your sense of fulfillment. It reinforces the truth that everything is connected. When you take care of your connections, you are also taking care of yourself and building a more joyful, abundant life. Connection with the universe. Being in tune with the universe is like riding a powerful wave of positive energy. When you connect to the idea that the universe is abundantly generous and always ready to deliver its best, you create a space where blessings can flow into your life with ease. Dennis speaks about trusting the universe to bring you those blessings, and that trust is a fundamental piece of the puzzle. Too often, we get lost in the how of things, worried about details and timing, forgetting there's a greater process unfolding. But believe this, when you surrender to the universal flow, things start falling into place in ways you never imagined possible. Your connection to the universe doesn't have to be mystical or hard to understand. It's simply about aligning your thoughts and actions with something greater than yourself. This alignment can come through daily gratitude, visualization, or meditation. When you begin to trust that the universe is working in your favor, you allow opportunities and miracles to unfold in your life. Picture yourself flowing with life rather than fighting against it. When you're connected to universal energy, synchronicities start appearing everywhere. People, situations, and chances seem to show up at exactly the right moment. This deep trust also brings inner peace. You begin to release stress and anxiety about the future because you know that everything happening is part of a bigger picture you may not yet see. Challenges don't disappear, but you handle them with calm and wisdom, knowing you are always being guided toward what is best for your path. That's the real power of trusting the universe, knowing you're never alone, and you're always being supported by a force greater than yourself. Success visualization. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools available for achieving your goals. When you visualize a life of success, prosperity, and happiness, you are creating a vivid mental blueprint of what you desire. But effective visualization goes beyond images. It involves diving deep into the emotions of your future achievements. Imagine how it would feel to reach your biggest goals. The joy, the pride, the relief. Powerful visualization means feeling those emotions as if your desires are already reality. That emotion sends a strong signal to your subconscious, activating it to bring that vision into the physical world. The key to successful visualization is clarity. The more specific you are about what you want, the easier it becomes for your mind to recognize the paths and opportunities that will get you there. It's not just about daydreaming. It's about constructing a clear, detailed mental movie where you see, feel, and live your goals internally. When you do that, you're training your brain to see the world differently. You start noticing solutions you previously missed, and your habits begin shifting in alignment with your vision of the person you're becoming. As you make success visualization part of your daily routine, your thoughts, decisions, and behaviors begin to sync with the future you're building in your mind. The shift in mindset produces real, tangible results, and it accelerates your progress. Visualization becomes more than just imagining. It becomes a creative force through which your future is shaped, using your emotions, thoughts, and daily actions to bring your dream life into existence. The subconscious accepts as truth. The subconscious is a powerful part of your mind. It doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It simply accepts whatever is repeated often enough, whether it's a positive or negative belief. When you listen to affirmations, especially while you sleep, you're allowing those messages to be absorbed deeply into your mind, reshaping your beliefs and thought patterns. Repetition is essential. Each time you repeat an affirmation, you strengthen a new neural pathway. Over time, these new beliefs become so deeply embedded that they start influencing your behavior and choices automatically. That's what makes mental reprogramming so effective. It rewires your identity. This process of subconscious acceptance is what makes lasting change possible. You don't need to force your mind to believe something instantly. You only need to feed it the right input consistently. Gradually, the subconscious begins to accept these affirmations as reality, and your life adjusts accordingly. Your decisions, reactions, and even your expectations start to reflect the new belief system you've programmed into your mind. That's the real power of reprogramming. You don't have to fight the old reality. You simply replace it with a better one from within. And that's where the true magic happens. When you realize your subconscious mind is shaping your reality, you begin to understand that the power has always been in your hands. The key to transformation lies in consistent practice and belief. By reprogramming your subconscious, you're building the life you've always wanted. It becomes a daily practice of self-mastery, where each thought and each new affirmation is another step toward the new reality you're choosing to create. Your subconscious is working for you, and change starts now with your decision to think and believe differently. Now that you understand the power of mental reprogramming and how it can transform your life, it's time to take action. Remember, you are in control of your reality. By adopting the practices we discussed, like daily affirmations and powerful visualizations, you begin shifting your destiny from the inside out. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The transformation starts now with every thought and every positive choice you make. So, let me ask you, are you ready to leave behind the limitations of your past and create the life you truly deserve? Start today, and don't stop until you see the results. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue this journey of self-transformation. Your new reality is within reach, and it starts with your decision to change right now. Let's walk this path together toward success and prosperity.